The road to GH will reveal Drew entering the main room, his usual confident and arrogant demeanor. He pays no attention to the cold, piercing gaze watching him from a corner of the room. Drew's recent actions have made him a target of hatred from both family and friends. His betrayal of Willow, one of his most despicable acts, destroyed all the good relationships he once had. Nina quietly sits in a corner, her sharp gaze never leaving Drew. She feels a boiling anger within, but her outward expression remains calm. Over the past days, she has carefully planned her revenge. She is not someone who easily lets go of wounds, especially when it's someone who has hurt those she cares about. Drew has crossed the line. Nina doesn't choose impulsive actions or public confrontation. She believes the most effective form of revenge is to make Drew suffer the consequences, without anyone being able to trace it back to her. Nina has been secretly planning for weeks, step by step, luring Drew into the trap she set. A sudden accident leaves Drew hospitalized with a broken leg. The hospital becomes the place where Nina moves on to the second phase of her plan. While Drew is admitted to treatment and undergoes tests, Nina quietly observes from a distance, waiting for the right moment. Drew is assigned to a private room where he can rest after his casting. The pain from his injury requires him to take high doses of painkillers, and it isn't long before he falls into a deep sleep. As the hospital falls quiet in the middle of the night, a shadowy figure sneaks into the empty hallway. It is the assassin Nina hired, carrying a vial of Digitalis, the poison she chose to ensure Drew never wakes up. The assassin works swiftly and quietly, leaving no trace behind. He injects the lethal dose of Digitalis into Drew's foreline, ensuring that his death will appear as a natural heart attack. Just a few minutes later, Drew's body begins to react. His heart stops, his breathing weakens, and then stops entirely. When the alarm from the heart rate monitor sounds, the nurses rush in, but it's too late. The hospital quickly descends into chaos. Drew's death, like other mysterious deaths in the past, sparks suspicion. Witnesses cannot explain how a healthy man like Drew could die from a heart attack, even with an injury. The news spreads rapidly, and once again, suspicious eyes fall on Cyrus Renault, who had previously been linked to mysterious deaths in the hospital. Drew's death spreads quickly throughout Port Charles, plunging everyone into fear and confusion. No one understands why someone like him would leave so suddenly. Drew had just been admitted for a minor accident, and now he's dead in his hospital bed from a mysterious heart attack. Everyone who knew him feels that something is wrong. The name Cyrus quickly becomes the focal point of suspicion. With a past full of crimes, no one is surprised when he is targeted as the prime suspect. But what is Cyrus's motive? Why did he target Drew? There are no clear answers, and this only heightens people's fears. Rumors about Cyrus's ruthlessness spread fast, making him the enemy in the eyes of the whole town. Meanwhile, Nina stands outside all the chaos, her perfect demeanor unshaken. She leaves no trace, and no one can connect her to Drew's death. Everything in Nina's plan is executed precisely and coldly. Even hiring the assassin was done through untraceable channels. Nina continues to play the role of a sympathetic friend, expressing her sorrow with everyone, but deep inside, she knows she's achieved her goal. Willow, on the other hand, is completely shattered. The pain of losing Drew is too much for her. Willow falls into an empty, aching state, unable to understand why the person she loved had to go in such a way. Willow's sorrow spreads, making everyone around her feel heartbroken. But no one, not even Willow, knows the horrifying truth behind Drew's death. The investigation hits a dead end with no clear evidence. All suspicions still point to Cyrus, but no one can find any concrete proof. This impasse only adds to the growing unease among the people of Port Charles. Meanwhile, Nina continues her life as if nothing has happened. She's satisfied with the result, knowing that no one can uncover the secret she hides. But deep down, Nina doesn't feel completely fulfilled. Revenge has been achieved, but it leaves her with an emptiness she can't erase. Port Charles remains shrouded in the darkness of unresolved mysteries as people struggle to cope with the fear of a murderer still lurking in the shadows. Drew's death is not only a loss, but also a warning bell about the hidden dangers that continue to threaten everyone's lives.